you know that in 2022, 2.76 million undocumented immigrants crossed the southern border of the United States? Immigration has been a problem in the United States for quite a while now, and it's important that every citizen is knowledgeable on the subject. As a citizen of the United States, I can experience some of these first-hand effects of these immigrants. Also, I have researched this topic for quite a while. Today, I will talk over 3 main points of these immigrants. These are: Mexicans are the largest group of immigrants in the United States. Most immigrants work jobs that everyday citizen does not want, and they can cause overcrowding in the cities that they migrate to. Mexicans are the largest migrant group in America. 10.76 million Mexican-born immigrants are in America, according to Migration Policy Institute. In 2021, 107,000 Mexicans received a green card. A green card is something that shows a person has permanent residency in the country. To go along with the 2.76 million immigrants across the border. This data show that the border is overwhelmed with Mexican immigrants. The main reason that these immigrants want to leave their country is because of corruption and inflation. Now that I've talked about the amount of Mexican immigrants, I'll talk about the jobs that they work. A large number of Mexican migrants work challenging physical jobs that most Americans do not want. According to the U.S. Department of Labor law, 43% of the workers in the farming, fishing, and forestry industries are Hispanic. These jobs that work by Mexicans are usually lower-end jobs that require a lot of physical labor. Because of this, most workers get paid small wages in exchange for hard work. These Mexican workers are younger, having an average age of 38 years, according to the U.S. Department of Labor blog. Since these jobs are physically challenging, younger men are the most common age group. By 2030, 1 in 5 workers in the United States will be Hispanic. Now that I've talked about the jobs worked by Mexican immigrants, I will talk about the overcrowding of these immigrants. So many Mexicans want to come to the United States, they end up causing overcrowding in facilities and border cities. According to the New York Times, children end up going days without showering and end up having to sleep on the floor. If these main facilities, if their focus is on the women and children, and this is the best that the children should get, major problems are happening. Most holding facilities are holding up to 4 times the allotted occupancy allowed. Also, border cities are taking up to 12 Mexicans per day. At this rate, many problems can occur. While doing my research, I found about a 9-year-old girl named Dariana. Dariana traveled to the southern border with her father, who was then arrested. Dariana was labeled as an unaccompanied minor and was sent to a Texas holding facility. There, she saw bad conditions where she had to sleep on the floor and she couldn't get the nutrients that she needed. After spending a little time there, she was transferred to New York, where she found better conditions and was able to get the help she needed. She was then sent before a judge. The judge gave her the option to go back to her family or to stay here in America. Dariana chose to go back to Mexico with her family. When they were reunited, Dariana told him that she was scared to go back to America, as she had a very bad experience. Now that you have heard all 3 points of this speech, let's wrap it up. Mexican immigrants are people who are searching for a better life, a life where they can be free and achieve their dreams. Because they're the biggest immigrant population, many problems come along. One of these problems is overcrowding in border cities and holding facilities. Although many immigrants find physically challenging jobs that provide them just enough to get by. This information is important to know because it is a major problem in our country. The next time you come across a migrant, ask them about their experiences and what they've been through. Just remember, Mexican migrants can go through a lot of challenging times. Think over the information that you just learned and try to imagine what it would be like moving to a new country where you know nothing.